National Director of Recruiting Paul Biancardi and Noah Reed with you. All right, yes, this was supposed to be a really cool full circle moment. 22 years after LeBron and Carmelo played each other in high school, Bryce and Kyan were supposed to do the same, but as you can see, neither are going to go tonight. Despite that though, Paul, loads of talent on the floor for these two teams.
Yeah, Lehigh's ready to bounce back after a couple of tough losses against ranked opponents. They have outstanding guard play that's exciting to watch. Sierra Canyon, they've traveled all the way from the West Coast looking for a statement win against a top 10 team, and that's Lehigh. Top prospects in this game who I believe will be the future of college basketball.
Well, there is a lot of future of college basketball on this floor tonight. Plenty of 4- and 5-star players, including Chris Newoli for Sierra Canyon, who's headed to Rutgers as the number 61 player in Paul's ESPN 100. On the flip side for Lehigh, they've got the 4-star headed to Penn State and Caden Mingo, who is the second highest signee for Penn State in the last 17 years.
Caden Mingo is one of the best two-way players in the class. You mentioned it, he sits inside the top 50. Downhill attacking driver with good range on the three-point shot, not afraid to put it up. This young man pushes the pace for Lehigh. They're gonna need him tonight without Kyan Anthony. Penn State has a good one on the way. Caden Mingo. On the other side, Rutgers bound, Chris Newoli. One of the most explosive players in the ESPN 100. An elite finisher with a great transition game. We saw the chase down block. Terrific inside finishing, jumping over defenders with her soft touch. Face-up game is on the move. You see him splash that one down. He's got to be great in the paint and at the rim for Sierra Canyon tonight.
State commit. 44th ranked player in the ESPN 100. MJ Madison way off the mark on the three, but an offensive rebound for Dylan Mingo. Mid-range quarter jumper is pure for the Marquette commit, Nigel James.
And Nigel James just plays harder than everybody else. In fact, John Buck told us on the phone this week, against Montverde, he thought Nigel James was the hardest playing guy in that game with respect to everyone else.
And he said, don't get me wrong, a lot of talent for Montverde, but nobody wanted to win that night more than Nigel James. Chris Newoli buries the three on his first shot attempt of the night.
Oh, that's a great section. Mike Rhodes is watching this right now with a smile at Penn State. That's his type of guy.
Getting a little bit of everything from Caden Mingo already in the first 3 minutes. Dylan Mingo rises for an open three and cans it.
Now, this young man can be as good as he wants. Long and athletic at 6'4" with touch, drivability, and a high IQ.
Dylan Mingo on the baseline. Good look, Madison left alone, knocks it through. High on top of Sierra Canyon by 4. This is what's cool about high school basketball, Paul. More than 22 years ago, it was the nation's introduction to two of the best players who's ever played the game.
Well, the film's going to tell the story on this one. LeBron with a jump shot, and he was terrific around the basket. Great playmaker. Could push the ball down the court. Dynamic in every sense of the way. Carmelo Anthony, just an electric scorer in terms of points. Played from his spots on the court.
Carmelo Anthony!
These two were the...
MJ Madison off the screen. James, the Marquette commit, downhill, splits defenders and flips it in. What a pretty finish from Nigel James.
But when Nigel James... layup.
Madison kicks, extra pass. Dylan Mingo wide open, got it.
Second one, realize when you're open. Is so important for young players.
Not bad to be able to learn from one of the best scorers to ever play the game of basketball.
No, but what I needs help. Good job coming back. They need to take the last one.
Instead, Cancoli fires up a three and sticks it.
There you go.
Madison drives to the lane. Oh, what a...
Then attack closeouts, you get easy buckets.
Dylan Mingo left alone. His third three. No. Adams rips down the offensive rebounds. Drop off to Newoli with the left and one. Kendall, appreciate the love. Chris Newoli with the two-hand flush.
You know, he's not fancy, but he gets the job done.
Dylan Mingo spits it out. Nigel James for three, sticks it.
Boy, Lehigh does a great job of penetration, kick, and one more.
Taken away again. Mingo lobs, Madison up top. The Marquette commit, Nigel James, bounces back out to MJ Madison, who buries the three.
He's got a good first name, MJ. He's got better range.
Mingo, Mingo, Mingo.
More Mingo.
James 2-on-1. Nigel James flips it in.
The game defensively, and it gets Florida State in transition, and it protects the rim.
Madison banks it in. He's now got it. Hightower leaves his feet, kicks, wide open three, and that is Jaden Alexander from the 7-footer. Madison attacks, kick out, Mingo, you bet. Short, boarded by Nigel James, the Marquette commit. Dylan Mingo whips a one-hand pass to his brother Caden. Got it.
That was it.
Good slip.
Sierra Canyon needs to get a good opportunity or get to the free throw line. There you go.
Well,
played a little bit in San Diego at an event they went to, but limited minutes.
Chris Nwole, look out. Tip and jam off a free throw. And Anders short. James the rebound. This will be fun. Oh, come on. Lay in for Mingo.
I said he wasn't flash.
We enter the fourth quarter, and what a night it's been for the Mingo boys.
They play with great chemistry and IQ. Dylan Mingo made a bunch of threes in the first half. How about that? 2-on-1 give and go package. They play with chemistry, they play with spacing, they have skill, they look for one another, and they look for the open man. But that was the pass of the night by Dylan Mingo. The left-handed hook guys in the backcourt.
Max Adams curls, mid-range jumper is pure.
Open.
Caden Mingo drops it off to his brother, and Dylan lays it in off the window.
When someone throws you a pass, step to the ball.
The Mingo brothers both in double figures tonight. Caden's got 12, Dylan has 11. Alexander, step back through, the hand in his face, rattles it in. Won't go off the window. Hightower 1-on-3 all the way to the basket with the left hand +1.
That was a big time one. It's hard, but he can do it.
Caden Mingo, the Penn State commit, working off the ball screen. Rises up on the mid-range and knocks it through. Tower the Euro, blocked by Madison. Cofield's there to regather, and he's swatted. Lou High with numbers. Nigel James flips it in with the left.
He is such a good layup maker, Nigel James.
Open three.
And that's a couple of jump shots in the fourth quarter for Max Adams. Get him some looks, get Nwole in some isolations, but first you got to get stops.
A top 25 small forward in next year's junior class with all kinds of Power 4 offers. A lot of interest right now from Oregon, Stanford, and USC. Good skip pass. Dylan Mingo spots up for three.
What a job Tobin Anderson did at FDU, huh? Yeah. Got that Iona job.
16-1 upset win over Purdue a couple years ago.
Oh,
James,
nice.
or rather Mingo stop and pop. Adams in transition. Buries his third three of the half.
Experienced, fundamentally sound guard.
Mingo, what a finish.
Tough kid. Spent so much time and now money in recruiting.
Caden Mingo again, he's got 6 straight for it in.
And Nico was a presence on the defensive end. He was a game changer.
Oh no, what pass from Nwole into Adams.
A lot of games. They have an excellent team, they're well coached. But tonight, Lou High needed to get this win after a couple of losses against Brewster Academy. Wow, the jump shot. His conditioning has to improve, but his hands are good. His size, you cannot teach.
Nico, the exclamation point.
A great performance by Lou High. They needed strong guard play, and they got it tonight without Kyan Anthony.
No Kyan Anthony, no problem tonight for number 7 Lou High, who snaps a 2-game losing streak, and John Buck's team gets a win over Sierra Canyon 65-50.